Aaron Rodgers leaving at halftime wasn't just an in-game disruption, it introduced a real question mark for a Steelers team that's been living on thin margins this season. Rodgers exited after favoring his left wrist, and initial x-rays showed a small fracture, described by reports as a slight break. Fox Sports: still, there's reason for cautious optimism. Follow-up testing reportedly cleared Rodgers of needing surgery, and sources say he's pushing to be available as soon as this coming week. Coach Mike Tomlin later confirmed that surgery isn't required. Those developments don't erase the injury, but they change the calculus from season-altering to manage carefully. News Talk 1130 WISN: on the field, Pittsburgh still won that game handily, a 34-12 win over the Cincinnati Bengals, which masks how fragile the offense can be when Rodgers isn't operating at full strength. The team's identity lately has been opportunistic defense and explosive plays off turnovers. In this game, they leaned on that formula again, but relying on turnovers and short fields is a tenuous blueprint if your starter is limited or out. Sportsnet Pittsburgh: short term, the practical path is clear. Treat Rodgers' wrist conservatively, monitor swelling and range of motion, and use week-to-week imaging plus functional tests before rushing him back. If he's cleared, a carefully graded return, limited practice reps, no unnecessary hits, and a plan to lean on the run game and quick throws will give Pittsburgh the best chance to win while protecting the wrist. If he isn't cleared, the Steelers have to trust Mason Rudolph and the current coordinator game plan to keep the ship steady. Either way, play calling should be adjusted to reduce long-developing concepts that expose the QB to contact. News Talk 1130 WSN: the bigger picture concern is durability and roster construction. Rodgers is 41, and while his football IQ and processing still matter, recovery timelines for bone injuries lengthen with age. Even a non-surgical fracture can sap grip strength and throwing comfort for weeks, not just days. The front office should be thinking contingency, add short-term protection at tackle if needed, emphasize ball security and quick release routes in practice, and preserve a realistic expectation that Rodgers might miss snaps down the stretch. Those are practical steps to protect a playoff push. They're also the same sensible steps any team would take with a veteran QB nursing a wrist injury. There's also a psychology angle. Rodgers' visible frustration when plays break down, now amplified by an injury, can ripple through a locker room already sensitive to expectations. Leadership matters more than ever. Coaches and veteran teammates need to manage emotions so focus stays on execution rather than headlines. The Steelers' defensive playmakers can buy the offense time, but sustainable success requires balance. Bottom line, the injury is serious enough to merit caution, but not so severe that the season is doomed. The Steelers won on Sunday and now need a smart, medically guided approach to get Rodgers back without risking long-term damage, and a pragmatic offensive plan in the meantime that shields his wrist while keeping the team competitive. Sportsnet Pittsburgh: if you want, I can turn this into a punchy 60 to 90 second audio read for use in a voiceover. Same voice, tighter pacing.